Now this topic is actually not there in the syllabus, but I've seen questions where one or two times the question was asked from functions of religion. So we will see this also, but this I have directly taken from essential sociology only. So like if you remember, in case of family also we have discussed this, right? In case of family also we have discussed functions of family. How we did that? When we discussed about the functions of family, I've told you, you need to talk about the functions first, and then you need to talk about the dysfunction. So when you talk about the function, you have to talk about the manifest function, and then you need to talk about the latent functions. Okay, so what are the manifest functions of religion? What are the manifest functions of religion? Like what we have discussed in case of family, manifest function of family, then latent function of family. So manifest function means it is at the individual level. Latent function means it is at the level of society. Okay, so can you tell me what are the manifest function? It is actually easy. You can tell that fear, okay, emotional stress, etc. could be solved. This is from individual point of view. In case of some life crisis like death, okay, puberty, okay, birth, etc., religion is going to play a very big role and good role. Okay, so it will give solace to the individual, okay, through various religious practices, etc. So in all these situations, religion act as a helping hand. Now what about the latent function of religion? When you talk about latent function, mainly we have discussed about Durkheim, right? What is that? Integrative role of religion. So you can write about integrative role of religion. So this is one of the latent function, very important, integrative role. Within society, integrative role. Those who follow the same beliefs and practices, they will be united under the single moral community called a church, all those who adhere to them. See, you should be in a position to write the definitions like this. It is not only because I'm teaching and I'm taking classes for multiple batches I'm able to do this. I was able to do this while I was writing the exam also. So this is a kind of clarity that you need to have, when it comes to all the definitions and all the thinkers and all the theories. Anytime, from any point, you should be in a position to connect it. Okay, whatever we are talking about, Marx and Weber, Marx and Durkheim, like that, you should be in a position to connect. You should be in a position to pick the differences between them. So then it will be very easy for you. You will not face any problem in sociology. So integrative role. Apart from that, I'm not asking you now the roles because we don't have time now. We will be finishing it fast. So I will tell you actually the roles. Even I'm sure that you will be also in a position to tell what are the latent functions. But let me give you the answer directly. Socialization. So religion will play a socialization role also. Okay, so if you remember when we discussed about Mead, I've told you the primary socialization is actually done by whom? Family, right? Primary socialization. Secondary socialization is done by the peer group, schools, religion, etc. When you go to religious places, when you go for religious education, for example, in case of Muslims, madrasas, in case of Hindus also, in case of Christians also, such kind of education system, religious education system is there. So some code of conduct, etc. will be preferred by religion. The way you eat, the way you behave, the dress that you wear, the way, the respect that you need to show to elders. So everything is actually, provided by religion. So socialization, religion play a key role. Okay, so even if no, but still you need to write this socialization. Maybe in modern society religion is not playing a big role, that you can write towards the end. The role of religion is actually coming down. The role of religion as a socialization agent is actually coming down. Like that you can write also. Then social control. So if I want to do something, maybe religion will control from that particular activity. Maybe if some deviant activity is coming to your mind, by fear of God you may not do, right? So religion also act as a social control, and religion act as a social change. Can you give me an example for this? See, I have given you a thing. See, here also I am not giving you anything new. Integrative role. From where I am giving you this? Who said this? Tell me fast. It should come to your mind fast. So this is given by Durkheim. So we are talking from Durkheim. What about socialization? This is actually given by Parson. Okay, and what social control also Parson. Social change. Tell me fast.
Social change was given by
Weber's theory of Protestant ethic and spirit of capitalism, that is social change. So
Yes, sir.
all these are the latent functions. So not only writing this integrative role, socialization, social control, social change, you should also be in a position to substantiate by writing this is Durkheim, this is Parson, this is Weber, like that. Okay? Okay, now what about dysfunction? Now dysfunction, you tell me first, which all thinkers you will write? Two thinkers that we've already discussed. You just tell me that names. Don't forget about the concepts. Merton. First thing you will talk about Merton, then you will write Marx also, right? So these two thinkers is what you're going to easily use for criticism or dysfunction. Merton talking about, multiplicity of religion will create conflict. Marx is talking about religion as an opium of masses. Religion is the hurt of hurtless world, soul of soulless condition. It is the opium of masses. So I hope you understood. So this is very simple question, function and dysfunction of religion. If you get a question, if you remember in case of family also we have used the same approach. First you talk about the function. Even if the question is about functions, you have to write the dysfunction. So first you talk about function, divide that into two, manifest function and latent function. So talk about manifest functions like in terms of these are at the individual level. Fear, stress, emotional stress, solace during tough times, okay, puberty, death, etc. Various theories are there. You can go through Harlem-Bose or you can go through essential sociology also. You can see various theories supporting all this, all those things. Even Parson also talking about this in case of life crisis. Religion act as a helping hand. So that is the manifest function of religion. Apart from that, latent function, integrative role, you talk about Durkheim. Socialization, social control, you talk about Parson. We have already done that. Social change, you talk about Weber, Protestant ethic and spirit of capitalism. Also we need to discuss about dysfunction. That also we have done. And this two criticism is what we have discussed when we discussed about Weber, right? Exactly, Weber, when we discussed the same criticism is what we used. Not Weber, Durkheim, right? When we discussed about Durkheim theory of religion, we use these two criticisms also there. So I'm expecting that you should be in a position to connect all those things that we have discussed. There is nothing new you are studying here. Only those things which we have discussed either in thinkers or just before. Exactly the same thing as what you're connecting here. So there is nothing new to study and there is no need to go for nothing new here. Only those things which you have learned, you should be in a position to reproduce if the question is asked on functions and dysfunctions of religion. If you are okay with this, can we go through the PDF here? Quickly we can go through the PDF, functions of religion.